Alright guys, before we get started, remember to go ahead and like boxing videos, only full fights. I'm going to put the link in the description, so go ahead and like them. Hey, what's going on everybody? We're back again outside the squared circle with your boy Frank, with your boy Dennis. We have a special guest here with us, up-and-coming prospect Tyler McCreary. What's going on, Tyler? How are you feeling?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm feeling good. Feeling good, man. Just training right now. Just waiting for a day.
All right. First, I want to say, man, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
All right. Well, I was doing a little background check on you. You know what I mean? Right now, you're 5-0, and so far you have stopped everybody that you came across. I want to know, when you go on fights, do you look for the knockout, or do you just box your game, and if they happen, they happen?
I never look for a knockout. I mean, it always just happens because we train hard, it never just happens though. Like, I don't go in there and be like, oh, I'm about to knock him out, I'm about to go ahead and just put him sleep. No, it don't happen like that. I just work hard, and it happened to shows fight night. Every time I fight, it happened to shows I work hard.
Absolutely. Well, because your last fight, there was Donnie Miller. It seemed like you stepped it up in competition. The guy had a lot more experience. He had a lot more fights than you. Going into a fight like that, do you go in nervous saying, hey, I only got a few fights. This guy got a lot more fights than me. I got to fight the best fight I ever had. Or are you just loose with it, say, hey, it doesn't matter what this guy can do or what he done. I'm confident in my abilities.
Right. I'm definitely confident in everything I do. But that was a last minute opponent that we had found, because everybody that I had lined up, well, my matchmaker had lined up, they all backed out at 126. Actually, that guy was actually heavier than me too. He fought at 140. So I actually had to weigh in like 10 pounds over the weight class I do fight at. I weighed in the highest I don't even weigh that much now. And I'm just eating whatever. I weighed in at 139 at that fight. I drank like 4 glasses of water before I hopped on the scale. And, I was eating like before weigh-ins. Like, I never eat before weigh-ins. That was the first for me. But I mean, it was all good. I wasn't nervous because of how many fights he had or how big he was, because I know what I can do. Like I said, I train hard. I know my team got the best interest in me. They want the best for me, so they won't put nobody in there that's like gonna kill me right now. I'm just a youngin in the game, five fights. But I mean, like I said, I work hard, man, and that's what I rely on. Rely on everything I do in the gym.
So I know you just went pro last September. So what has been the biggest adjustment that you had to make from the amateurs to the pros?
All of them. Everything that I did in the amateurs, I had to adjust. Like, from just being dedicated and putting everything in one. Like, everything that I did in the amateurs, I don't do right now as a pro. Like, my eating's on a different level. Training's on a different level. The way I think about boxing is on a different level, man. Like, everything just, once I signed the papers, I knew it was on. Like, this is what I want to do. This is my life right here. And I'm not just going to just throw it away for one fight, I'm going to give it my all.
Most definitely. So before this interview and myself looking into you, the first thing I noticed is that you're a 5'9" featherweight. That's a really tall for that weight class. I understand you're still young. I think me and you are around the same age. So where do you think, I know it's kind of looking far in the future with this question, but where do you think, or where would you like to end up in weight classes once you get older and your body begins to develop?
Yeah, I'm about 5'8" and a half, 5'9". A lot of people say I'm big for my weight class, but I really only walk around like 133, 134, But as my career gets better and go down the line, I plan on like leaving like 147, no more than that. I mean, I'm a skinny guy. I'm real skinny, cut up, but I don't really see myself getting bigger than 47.
You're from Toledo, Ohio. I have a cousin. He's from Dayton. I visited once. I haven't been to Toledo, but it's really rough there in Dayton. Is it the same way in Toledo, Ohio? And Was boxing your escape from the roughness of the streets?
Oh yeah, definitely. Toledo is like known for gang violence, all the drugs and killings and everything that's going on here. I managed to like put that behind me, man. Like I come from a rough neighborhood and grew up hard, no father figure, mom's on drugs, and I come from a real deep background, and I just use that as motivation, I don't want to. I plan on not being here as my career gets bigger. I want to move out and take my family with me. That's why I grind hard. I go hard, man, because I know just because I started here don't mean I have to finish here.
Absolutely. Well, I was looking at one of your videos. Well, I actually watched all the fights that they had posted. On one of them, though, they had the title "The Next Floyd Mayweather." Is that something that they call you around there, or is that's just the title that they put on the video?
I'm a Mayweather fan. That's an old video too. I think I know what you're talking about. That's when I was like a Mayweather head. Like I loved Mayweather as a kid. I was like, yeah, I want to be just like him. But hey, some people in my city look up to me like that, because it's rarely like a lot of people make it out here, So a lot of people look at me like that, like, man, he gonna be this, he gonna be that. I even have kids ask me when I'm gonna fight Mayweather. I'm like, dude, it's not gonna happen. But
that's funny.
Some people look up to me like that, man.
So far, I mean, you just look. I know this is in the future. You're 5-0, but and in that time, anything can happen when in the beginning stages of your career. But your division is stacked.
Yeah.
You got guys like Lomachenko, Walters, Shelby Lee just won a title there. Gary Russell Jr. I gotta ask you, future-wise, if those guys are still there, would you see yourself fighting one of those guys? And if you could, which one of those guys that have a title would you like to fight? If we're just hypothetically speaking for the future.
I like to fight all of them, really. All of them good fighters, and I really look up to all of them, And but I don't think right now I think I can beat anybody, but I just can't.
Of course.
Be like, man, I'll beat him and call people out because I don't do that. I just gotta work my way up, and just keep grinding, and it's gonna come. But I look up to them guys though. They some good fighters. But the first one I think, I don't know, maybe Walters.
So just touching back on being from the neighborhood you are, because I definitely understand. I'm from the south side of Chicago, so we got a lot of that bullshit going on as well. So with that said, I know you said there are people who do look up to you, that they know you're a boxer, but do you ever get the opposite effect where some dude who's on some BS knows you're a boxer and wants to test you because of that?
Oh yeah, it's like that everywhere, man. With everybody, it's some people that just don't like to see other people doing good.
Right.
There's some people that just like. People may think that I don't think I'm nobody. I don't think I'm better than anybody. Just because I'm pro, I'm signed, and I'm 5-0. I don't think I'm better than nobody. And I always try to help people out, and tell people things. If little kids ask me questions, I always answer. I got people on Instagram and Facebook that always ask me questions. I always respond back. I never just leave them hanging and delete the message and stuff like that, because I'm a humble guy. And I know how I feel being at the bottom, I know how I feel being at the bottom, so I got to see what the top like.
So going back to the featherweight division, I know you said you look up to all those guys, but if you had to tab one guy as being the best fighter at 126, who do you think it is?
Put him on the spot.
Putting him on the spot big time.
The best right now out of those people with belts, I think is Gary Russell, for real. I know he lost to Lomachenko, but I think if they fight, like he said, I think if they fight another time, he'll win it. I like Gary Russell, man. He's sharp, strong, fast. They say he never fought no competition, but I just remember seeing him in the amateurs, and he was always good. I think he the best one at 126 right now.
I gotta ask you this: you're signed to RocNation, so how did that come about? And did you get to meet Jay-Z throughout the whole thing?
Man, it's it's really crazy how I got signed, man. Like, I was just like a diamond in the rough, really. It was coming. They came to my gym to really see someone else work out in the spar. And they came from one person, you know. And I happened to be in the gym that day. Like, I could have missed this day. I could have just been like, I'm not going to the gym today, and missed it. But, like, you know, I'm hungry, so I'm always in the gym. You know, like they say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But like I said, I was in the gym one day, just working out, sparring. Coach threw me in there. And one of the guys from RocNation was like, man, we got to have him too. We want him too. Like, who is he? Like, who is this dude? And they told him, like, oh, that's Tyler McCreary. He's 2-0. He's 126. And it was a gun from there that actually signed me when I was 3-0. And now I'm 5-0.
Everything I've asked you, so you've been very humble. I got to ask you this. Given the future, because I always like to touch into the future. Given the future, right? You blow up, you're a pay-per-view star, undefeated. Do you think this humbleness, because we've seen it so many times, even with Floyd Mayweather Jr., this humbleness that you have now, do you think you can still maintain that, given that you have everything? You know, you got houses, cars, everything, you know what I mean? You're at the top. Do you think you will have to change and adjust your attitude, or you can still stay who you are right now, the humble guy?
I definitely can stay who I am now. Everybody, man, it's crazy. Like, I really don't see it because this is just me, but everybody come up to me or comment on Facebook or at me like, man, you the humblest dude I know. I'm like, because, like, what am I? I'm just a regular person. Like, I'm not nobody different. I mean, but I definitely see myself staying humble. I never go thinking I'm this and that and I'm better than anybody and putting people down. I never do that, man. Cause like I said before, I know how it feels to be at the bottom with nothing, no food, no clothes, no shoes, no dad, no mom. I know how it feels. So I'm gonna always be just that humble guy.
So you're a pretty young guy, like I said. Is it 22 or 23?
22.
22. Okay, so we're the same age. So with you being so young, are there older guys in the gym that have helped you a lot at the gym that you go to, or are you more of a self-motivator?
Yeah, it's guys. I take in things from everyone. There's guys at the gym that helps me out with things. We got Robert Easter Jr. that comes to our gym. He actually trains out of our gym when he's not in cap with Bronner and everybody. But that's like a big brother to me right there. You know, anything I want or anything I ask him, he do it, or if he can. You know, even when I wasn't signed, like, I've been knowing Robert since I was a kid, you know, and I always looked up to him because he was always like, he was boxing in Toledo, and Albert Bill, you know, that's like another brother to me too. He's 5-0. He tries to help me out and stuff like that. We got Sonny Fredrickson. He's younger than me, but he helps me with things too.
All right, guys, we reached that part of the show now, everybody. It's our game time that we call Outside the Box Thinking, where we ask questions that may or may not be relative to boxing, but it's to get them a little bit of fun in and to get you guys thinking. And also, if you guys have any outside the box thinking questions that you would like us to ask, put it in the comments down below. We'll definitely ask it. So we'll start it off. I got to ask you, top 3 favorite rappers.
Top 3. Let me think. Off rip, I gotta get my number 1 to Jay-Z. 2, I gotta say I like Fabulous, and it's gonna be hard, man. I like a lot of them. I'm gonna give it to T.I.
If you could pick any animal to compare to your boxing game, which animal would you be?
I'm gonna say a shark. I'm gonna say a shark, man. You know, cause like once I see fear and I see blood, I'm at you. I'm gonna be all over you. And you definitely don't get in the water if you can't swim with me.
So I know you said before you are a really big Floyd Mayweather fan. So what were your thoughts on his fight with Manny Pacquiao a few weeks ago? Or almost a month ago now. Actually, a month ago today.
that was exactly what I expected. No lie. Like everybody, like a lot of people ask me, I don't know why, maybe because I'm a boxer, that's why. But a lot of people ask me, like, what you think gonna happen with the fight? Do you think Floyd's gonna lose? I'm like, no, he's gonna do what he always do, which is outbox someone, touch, don't be touched, dance around, and win on like real talk, like win a boring fight. That's what he always do. I like it though. I like boxing. Like I don't care too much for knockouts. I like seeing who's slick, who's in shape, who can go to these many rounds, who still looks sharp at the end of the fight. Like that's what I like to see. And I knew what was gonna happen. I think people got down because they knew. I mean, they thought that Manny Pacquiao would be all over Floyd, throwing thousands of punches like he normally do, but he didn't. That type of Manny didn't show up on that fight.
So with you being a Floyd Mayweather fan, have you ever tried the shoulder roll in the gym or in a fight?
I mean, yeah, I try like sparring and but I don't really get into that. I try to stay basic, fundamental. I mean, I'm slick. I can be slick and box you and move. Don't get hit if I don't want to, but I stay fundamental, and just train hard. I'm me, I try to be me.
I'll ask you this. If you can be or do any other profession besides boxing, what would you do?
Anything besides boxing.
I like to make you think.
I think anything besides boxing, I probably want to play like baseball or something, because that's where a lot of money at. I want to be in a profession where there's a lot of money at. I like to make money for my family because I like to be the helping hand.
Yeah, Frank, he the baseball fan, the Cubbies.
Yeah, I'm a huge baseball fan. That was a good answer.
Closing, I'm gonna ask you: is there anything out there that you want to say to your fans, or the people, or to game fans, to let people know, hey, to look out for you?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Keep an eye out on me. If you have Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can follow me at Tyler McCreary, Tyler Golden Child McCreary, and Tyler McCreary _. And to my fans and everybody that do keep up with me, I appreciate all of it. I'm doing this for everybody, that back in my city, Toledo, Ohio, where barely nobody makes it out, I just need my city behind me, and we gonna make it.
All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. And a special thanks to Tyler McCreary. Definitely be on the lookout for him. He has a bright future in this sport. If he didn't, Rock Nation wouldn't have signed him, so please be on the lookout. I'm going to put our Facebook page in the description, so go ahead and like that. I'm going to put his follow information for Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook in the description as well, so go ahead and give him a follow and like and things like that. So I hope you guys have a good one.